Hey guys, welcome back to All Twang TV. I'm Burniske, and today we're sitting down with country music cutie Carly Ritter. This girl has got music deep in her blood. She's the granddaughter of former Western singer Tex Ritter. Tex has a place in the Country Music Hall of Fame. So I hear that you recently made a trip to Nashville. Can you tell me a little bit about that whole experience?
Absolutely. Well, it's crazy considering my family connection and history with Nashville. That I had never been. So this was my first trip, and I got to go with my mom, which was very special. And I got to go see the Ryman Auditorium, where my grandfather has played, and then the Hall of Fame, and got to see some other family while I was there. So it felt like a very special trip, just connecting with family and new friends.
Did you do any performances while you were down there, or was this mostly just to kind of get to know the area?
Yeah, it was mostly to get to know the area and get to know some people out there. We did one little taped session that we'll be uploading soon online, but that was it. No live performances. Yeah.
So can we find this on your website?
Yes, once it's edited, it'll be on my website.
Now, congratulations, your album was released just over a month ago. How exciting, how do you feel?
Amazing. I still can't believe it. It's a dream come true, and when I started just writing songs, I maybe dreamed about having an album, but to have an album produced by two people who I admire so greatly, Joachim Cooder and Juliette Comagere, and then for them and their families to play on it was beyond anything I ever fantasized, so it's been amazing.
Did you have a lot of songs that you were picking and choosing from, or did they kind of just keep developing as you were producing the album?
I was writing as we were getting ready to record.
I read somewhere that you traveled to Scotland your junior year of school, and that's where a lot of your inspiration came from for your songwriting. And I have here that you said the ballads were strong, heartbreaking, haunting, and beautiful. Yeah. How did those ballads kind of play into what we hear today off your album?
Sure. Well, I think there's a way, and it'll take me years to probably reach this level, but the way these old ballads are constructed, the stories they tell, they're very honest, even when it's really painful, which actually you find in country music too.
How did California influence any of your music, or did it? Yeah. Did it not?
I think it did. I mean, just this beauty between the ocean and the mountains and desert, we kind of have this amazing mix of natural beauty that I definitely think inspires me as a person as well as a songwriter.
Do you see yourself going more to Nashville, spending more time there now that you've been there and you've taken the leap?
Absolutely. I've already started talking to a few people about where I can live if I move, and maybe for a month just to start writing with some people and working on that side of things, and just I was so inspired in the few days I was out there.
And how do you feel country music is perceived in Los Angeles? Do you feel like as an artist you're well recognized?
Well, I sort of am a mix of things, so because I'm across folk and country, maybe there's been some crossing of the genres that I have found nice and people have been welcoming.
I see that you've placed yourself into a category called Americana.
Oh, yeah.
How would you describe that? Because I'm trying to differentiate it between that and concrete country music. Yeah. Can you give us a better idea of how you would specifically describe that genre?
Well, the nice thing is it seems somewhat vague intentionally, and so that the boundaries are fluid and a lot of things can fit into it. And that's nice for me as a songwriter, because sometimes I want to write a blues song or sometimes more country, so to have a genre that kind of can hold it all is really nice.
Oh my gosh, well it already sounds like music is changing. It's you can just kind of do anything these days and really run with it, which is very inspiring for the music world.
So you can find my music online with iTunes, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and then if you contact your local record store, some of them are carrying it and you can go buy it there and support these last remaining record stores. Also, we're going to release a vinyl at some point, so I'll make that announcement on my website and Facebook and all that.
All right, guys. Well, stay tuned to All Twang TV. It sounds like Carly's got a ton coming up, and you don't want to miss any of it. We'll see you next time.